Welcome Strategy Battle Games to the GBHL YouTube video. You're here with your host GBHL Damian.
And GBHL Tom.
And here we are at the end of all things for part 5 of our behind the scenes look at the production of
SBG issue 3.
So there you go, we are on the final part of our fairly exhaustive look through some of the processes we went through in the creation of this issue.
Indeed.
So we ended the last one 3 days before the print deadline.
Yep, so it's basically wrapping it up to send it to the printers and then tiny celebration and then onto the tournament in Stockport where we released the magazine, and yes, we took down some of the scenery to show off and play some participation games, so
Indeed.
You'll see exactly what we did there.
We sat out of the tournament.
Yeah, we didn't do the
First time.
tournament.
And had a great weekend, and here's a little video telling you all about it. What are we doing, Tom?
Sleeping.
Why are we sleeping?
Because we're finishing.
It is 2 in the morning on now the 8th, so the morning of the 8th, Friday. Before we go to print, I don't know when the last thing we filmed was. I think I did something about emails a couple of nights ago. We are going to print in 3 days. That's terrifying. 3 days we're going to print, and tonight we've had our last. This is our last night together. So ever. We filmed some Palantir tonight, and this is the last night that me and Tom will be together in front of a computer before we go to print. So what we decided to do was work on the cover for issue 4, like a couple of idiots.
Not for long.
We spent a long time talking about how great the magazine was.
Yeah.
Then we filmed the Palantir. Then we worked on the cover for the next one. Then we came to do the edits we needed to do on the magazine, and we're too tired.
Yeah.
So we haven't got an awful lot to do here, but it's an important little step in the process that we'll have 3 days of remote emailing and such.
Moving the blooming A's.
Oh, the A's. Oh, the dear sweet A's.
You can do a video of the A's.
I don't want to do a video of the A's. Look out for the A's. You're going to send me an email about the A's?
Yeah, I will do.
Alright, that's an exciting thing for you guys to look forward to. And then we're going to print in 3 days. Tom,
Yeah.
before we send it off to print,
Yeah.
you won't get another chance to say this. Are you happy with the magazine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Like, do you like it?
Yeah, I really like it.
You really like it?
I thought this is a trick question. Like, no, there's a typo in there.
It's all wrong. It's all deleted. I said.
You can bleep them out.
Oh. You're happy with it?
Yes.
Yes, it's a good magazine.
It's a good magazine.
We're happy. We're pleased.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's
Cover's great.
yeah. We like the cover. Like these 2 pages.
Great.
Also
editorial
great.
content.
These 2. There's a laptop
Brilliant.
down here, by the way. I don't know if you can see it.
Brilliant pages.
But this is what we call a victory scroll. I don't think we've done a live victory scroll. It's,
You gotta go back to the
yeah,
start.
what we do when we want to cheer ourselves up.
I often ruin them
Yeah.
by spotting problems.
And wake up. There we go. There's the colour. So whenever we're feeling pretty good, we're about to finish, we tend to do this, and we call it a victory scroll.
That's
Where we
a nice
just-
double spread.
Yeah, where we just scan through the magazine and kind of go, yeah. And the idea is you just scan through it, looking at it, kind of going, well done. But what invariably happens is Tom will go, wait, and delete an article and write a new one in the middle of it. But as of right now, best SBG spread ever? Maybe? Tom thinks so.
We're knee deep in being done.
Yeah, we are. Knee deep. But there we go, victory scroll. Way, that is the complete magazine. So yes, 3 more days over the weekend of
Yellow.
yeah, we'll come back in a minute. Of fiddling around making typos.
Yeah.
Then we'll send it off to print.
Print.
And
then get a crazy amount printed and be really worried.
but no one likes our magazine.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yes, that's where we are.
Please get the magazine.
Please got to the magazine by the time you watch this.
Yeah, I've got.
Maybe when you see this, like, we don't have houses anymore.
Yeah.
Because no one bought our magazine. Hey, future Damian, did the bank take your house?
Don't even joke. We're gonna look back and be like, oh, the irony.
That was so funny because it did. Now we're living in a box. The problem is the box is full of magazines because no one bought them. As you can see, I
They
think
make good burning material.
keep us warm at night. Covered in SBGs.
Yeah.
Hundreds and hundreds of copies of unsold SBGs. As you may have noticed, we're tired and foolish.
Mm-hmm.
So we should probably sign this off. But the next time you'll see both of us, I'll do something. I think when I send it, the moment when it's gone to the printer and it's gone, it's free. I can smell grass again. Whatever Fiona bangs on about.
They'll see us somewhere though.
And Rosie Cotton dancing.
Yeah.
They'll see us, I think, in our
Victory
annual
meal,
which is where? What classy establishment we go to?
Beefeater.
The Beefeater. For some reason, that's become our little. Whenever we finish an issue of SPG, we go for a beer and then we're on the Beefeater. So that's the plan for that. Is Tuesday. We doing Tuesday?
Yes.
Yeah.
And last time we did it, weren't we talking about Nova?
I think we were. I don't know if
That's
that was
the kind of time frame, wasn't it?
Maybe. No, I'll tell you what it was. I think we were in the Beefeater when we finished it, when we first heard about Nova. That's what it was.
Mm.
I think we were
just
having
got
our
an email
meal. It
from
would have been about
Devon.
April, and Devon messaged us then.
Yeah.
I think. Anywho, you don't care. That's where we are. See you soon. So, hello. Here we are again. Or here I am, and I don't know if you can see it. I don't know how it's going to come out, but there is Mr. Tom. You gonna say hello?
Hello.
So we're Skyping. What are we doing? What are we doing, Tom?
We're Facebook videoing because Skype was playing up for you.
Indeed. And where are we? What's going on?
We are relaxing now because we're done.
It is finished. We are complete. It is it's 1:45 on Monday morning.
Mm-hmm.
You saw us on Thursday night.
Yeah.
So it's Sunday night, but Monday morning. And we finished about half an hour ago, and we've been Skyping just to discuss the last few things. And I don't know how well the screen's coming up there. Not brilliantly, but just take my word for it. That's here, hopefully. Oh yes, that's alright. I think they can see that. This is the finished magazine. Issue 3 is finished, man. It is finished, you can see it all there. We've made a lot of corrections to it today already. We've had a very long day at it. And then also some other fun things to show you on this computer. Playing fast and loose with the term fun as always. Over here, this is, I don't know if you can read this box down here, this is the WeTransfer window that is transferring the PDF to the printers. It's on 16% at the moment. So it is gone, it's out of our hands, it is done, no more editing. Is it any good?
It's alright.
You want us to talk about what we've been doing today?
A lot of editing. Well, just reading through. I've read through the whole thing once slowly. I've read through it pretty much twice today, I would say. Going through.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's also been some specific going through the whole magazine for a few things that just need, those last minute annoying ones.
Like what?
Well, we usually do that A's after punctuation followed by a capital A. The Gill Sans font that we use isn't great for that.
It's a thing
It
called
looks like it's too close together.
It's a thing called kerning pairs. If you know anything about typography, if you have a letter, normally a capital letter, does that. So it's got like W's or V's. If you space it out along the line like every other letter, it will look like the gap is too big. So what they do is they let those letters intrude on the space of other letters. And it just so happens that in our particular font, a capital A, the way it's kerned next to a full stop, makes it look like there's either a no space or a very small space. So what we have to do, and Tom's the one who finds it, because he cares more than I do, is Tom goes through the magazine and finds every time a capital A starts a sentence and follows a piece of punctuation.
Yeah, because it's not just full stops, it's semicolons, commas, all of that kind of stuff. It wasn't as bad this time because last time we had Azog in the back rep, so that was a pain in the backside. But this time we've not had a base character in the back rep, so maybe we should stray away from Aragorn and those kind of characters.
I was just thinking that is that gonna determine our next like kind of content?
Yeah. The W's and the T's look a little odd, but we just ignore those.
So yeah, then when Tom sent those through, I then have to go through the magazine and find every one of them, select the full stop and the A, and press this little button that turns kerning off, and they go boop. And it makes a huge difference. So I don't know if I can actually.
Yeah.
You remember off the top of your head where there is one? We should have prepared this really. There you go. There's a good one. I don't know if you can see this. Where has it gone? Just there after that bracket, just in there. Can you see where that full stop is? It looks like there is not a space, but there is a space. But if you now go and look at your copy of this, you'll find that there appears to be a bigger space because that pair has been unkerned. So there you go. So we did that.
Look at that. Well, we've had some other pain today. So we realised that the dashes across the magazine weren't all of a consistent length, which I'm sure nobody cares about.
It just hurts my head hearing you say it. Say it with us, kiddies. The dashes across the issue weren't of the same length. It's the sort of stuff we care about here at SBG Tower.
And the reason is that Word, as in Microsoft Word, has this really weird thing where if you put a dash in, it'll be like a minus sign, it'll be thin or short. And then if you then write a word after the dash, and then press space after that word, or return or whatever, it then elongates the dash. So then you've got two different length of dashes. And when we copy and paste the things from Word across into the magazine, it sometimes keeps those longer dashes.
And those dashes don't exist as a default character in the font we use. Which today,
yeah, so when we were editing it.
I don't know if you remember in issue three in numbers, but you notice that it has been 499 days since we decided on the theme of issue 3, and Tom decided that this bothered him today. On the day before the deadline, that was the day that Tom went, "We need to change the dashes." So yeah, that's been done. That's been gone. So you'll actually find that Tom's article's different because they're all long dashes, but every other article should be short dashes. So they take a long time. What did you do? Did you do it like were you doing Command F to find the dashes, or were you doing it by eye?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, that was a question.
Command F on that one.
Command F, yeah. So you Command F for a dash, and then every time you find one, you make a little note of it. He sends that over to me, and then I correct the dash. So yeah, this has been our Sunday. Not been together, not been Skyping or anything, but just sending lots and lots of emails, and we have some stats on that. We thought you might enjoy. In the past 2 days, so the Saturday and Sunday, Tom and I have sent each other 223 emails about the magazine. That's quite a lot.
220.
It's 110 emails each about the magazine. So yeah, kind of crazy. 317 in the last week, so the week was a bit of a problem, to be honest. But there we go. So that's what we've done. I've just noticed the battery's gone a bit red. I think we've been chatting for long enough.
Okay.
That's what we've done today. We haven't talked about inverted commas. Maybe I'll talk about that. I'll show you the other clip of that. But it has gone to the printers. So you'll probably next join us at our annual I've finished SBG Beefeater night out. But other than that, you'll probably, in all honesty, won't be hearing from us until I reckon the Thursday, so 10 days time, when I get the magazines, I'd imagine. Because there's not going to be an awful lot more to say in between then, because it is done. But we it feels a bit like the conclusion. God only knows when this whole thing will actually end. But we hope you've enjoyed it, and we are going to enjoy a bit of well-earned rest, I think. Anything else, Tom?
Yes. No, just very relieved it's done, to be honest.
Very relieved. Done on schedule as well. We got it finished in relatively good time of night on schedule. So we're very pleased.
Yeah.
So
Transferred you an huge amount of money for you to.
I now have a colossally large amount of money because we are ordering 400 copies of this issue. I don't think we said that. We ordered 100 of issue 1 initially, and then got 50s after that. 200 of issue 2, and we're getting 400 of issue 3. So that's awesome news for us because it means more and more people are kind of getting on board and supporting the project, which is really great for us. So thanks for that, and we will see you soon. So here we are for our. We finished. I don't think. We had finished on the other.
We hadn't. It was being exported, wasn't it?
Yes. When you saw us at 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. or something the other night. It is now Tuesday. It's
Indeed.
gone. It's done.
It's done. And we put a teaser up on the group, the scenario pick. So now people know
Which
there's
went
loads
down
of
very
else.
well.
Yes, it did. It's on what?
About 140
likes?
reactions. I changed that.
Yeah.
So yes, that went down very well.
Sorry for the background noise as well, because we are in the beefeater.
Indeed, it's our traditional finishing issue of SBG meal out on the company.
On the company.
It's not a company. It's PayPal. But yeah, we always like to. I don't know. It just seems like a thing, a tradition. We like to do this to have a night off
Yeah.
and basically tell each other how great we are.
Yeah.
You're really great, Tom.
Sometimes great day.
Thanks. So yeah, that's kind of it. Really.
Yeah.
We just thought we'd check in. We finished. We are delighted. Last night was spectacular. I came home. I watched 2 episodes of Once Upon a Time and I fell asleep.
Didn't have to
read anything. It was brilliant. It's an oddly relieving time.
It's been quite. It's not stressful, but it's just so busy. You get in any spare time, you're just reading the magazine.
And now we're very much not.
Yes.
We now. I don't know about you, but I probably won't read it
Until it's out.
Yeah, at least until it's out.
Stop.
But maybe for a few weeks after, when I can kind of come back to it and
Look at the
with
pictures.
new eyes. Yeah. As soon as it arrives, when it gets delivered to work, I always terrifyingly kind of tear through it, hoping there's nothing's gone wrong with it. But I'll read it for pleasure in about a month or something, I think. But we then enter this really quiet phase where we're incredibly busy up to yesterday.
Yeah.
Then we have 2 weeks where everything's quiet because it's not on sale.
Well, a few pre-donations. Thank you.
And then it gets insanely busy after that, packing it all up. But
there's a lot of packing to do
already.
Yeah. But yeah, if you pre-donated, thank you very much. If you've donated afterwards, thank you very much, and we hope that it got to you safely. Because I don't know when this is coming out.
No, who knows? Months probably. But we're over the moon. We finished, and yay celebrations.
Yeah. Don't tell us if there are any typos. We're live.
Live.
We're back after the beefeater. This is probably where you last saw us.
What?
What have we been doing other than watching extended Battle of the Five?
We recorded the Palantir. It is
Late.
the 19th.
Yeah. Late on Tuesday the
Wednesday
19th.
Yeah, late on Tuesday 19th. We recorded the Palantir.
Mhm.
And it's now 2:30 in the morning. Because we've been doing this.
Oh.
Because I don't know if you can see.
Packaging.
Can you see? Can you do a little cheeky zoom?
Oh.
Over here. Box. And these. Oh. Issue 3s. Check it out. We have the magazines. We only have half of them. We have 200 magazines. Should be enough, I thought. But the printers very kindly relaxed us by delivering half of them early.
They did indeed.
So we have loads and loads of SBGs.
Loads of copies.
It's on Wednesday. It's Wednesday morning now.
Yeah.
And we are going to Destination Stockport on Friday. And the good news is we have our magazines.
Yes, indeed. So what's this?
These are our pre-release
Copies?
ones that we're sending out. And what we've basically done is we've reached out to all the YouTube channels So the DCHL, the Blackfire Productions, HTL,
The Swedish.
yeah, Mikhail.
Yeah.
In Sweden, just basically, and we've done it to a few English ones as well. Basically, anyone with a YouTube channel who's helped us over the years, we're sending early copies out. Obviously, only early by about 2 days.
Yeah.
And because they've all agreed to do us a review video, essentially. So we're basically sending our partners in different countries early copies, as opposed, early compared to the general release. And
Yeah. And a review's a review, so.
a review's a review, yeah. It is. A review vid is a review vid. So we're going to get these out as soon as we can, hoping to get a lot of them in the post tomorrow, so that even though they won't reach America for about a week, they're there as soon as humanly possible.
Yeah.
And so the DCHL will get the first copies in the States, Blackfire Productions will get the first copies in Canada, HTL will probably get the first copies in mainland Europe, I would think.
Yeah, probably reach there before it reaches Sweden.
Yeah.
And Denmark, we're sending one to the Copenhagen guys.
So yeah, Christian.
Yes.
So yeah, that's kind of what we've been doing, and we're basically figuring out. We've only ever sent out. Really, we've sent out occasional big orders, but generally speaking, we've only ever sent 2s out, and we've been doing some look into weights and envelopes to try and figure out how best to send 3 copies, maybe 4 copies. As you see, we've got some big boxes here because one of these has got 7 in it, so it's cool.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, we're going to have to track these, which then costs more. So even though it's combined postage, it then ramps up the cost because we've got to track it.
Indeed, and just a moment ago, I don't know where the box has gone. Where's that box gone? This is great content again. We had a great moment that inspired Tom to film because we were looking for a new box and I found this box. And I was over here, I put this box up and I said, what about this? And Tom said...
How big's that box?
And I said... This big. So this is another helpful box that we're going to fill with some magazines. I think this box might be going to America.
Yes.
I think.
Because we've got some mad last minute scramble coming through.
The American package had to be amended due to one last minute order, which is wonderful. So I'm going to put this in here, like that, and then I'm going to put that in a post box tomorrow.
Yeah.
And see what happens. And hope I'll write America on it.
Yeah.
And hopefully that will
Write America on it. That also has a birthday gift in, so.
It does have a birthday gift in it. There's a bit of space, but that's not bad. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Just, I think everyone. There you go.
Trying to see the space.
Content. So that's what we are, and who knows? You'll probably join us on our journey vlog or something.
Yeah, we're probably going to Stockport. Yeah, I don't know when it'll phase into part 3, but probably quite soon.
This is probably part 3, right?
Okay.
Surely part 2 ends with us toasting.
Okay, well, I've done an intro to part 3.
Yeah.
Some
Potentially. We have no
potentially.
idea how these clips are going to go.
Yeah. Sorry.
Do you wanna say anything? You haven't been on it?
I'm tired.
Yeah. It's very unusual that you at 2:30 in the morning start deciding that you want to film stuff.
I just, thought we should give something to people.
Give some great box content.
Box content.
We came down after the planter and put the Battle of 5 Armies on in the background and have watched the entire extended edition, which is something of a worry. So, if we got there we go.
Too late.
3 in the morning.
It's bedtime.
It's bedtime. I think we're done. 3 in the morning. So we'll see you soon. So it is currently Friday night, and it's part of the launch weekend. It's the Friday before Destination Stockport, and we are here with a participation game. As you can see, all these guys are joining in, and we have the scenario going on the double board. How much what?
You filming?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, I was going to ask you how much a beer is.
How much a beer is? It was something it was £2.50.
Drink responsibly, kids.
Yeah.
Kids, adults.
Drink responsibly, kids. And here is the dog order board in a different setup to how you may have seen it in the battle report. Such is the wonder of Barry's terrain. As you can see, all how it's breaking loose once more in dog order. And it's great to see it all in use with lots of people gaming over it, and we're having a great night. Yeah, and Tom's excited as well. So here we are at the Desolation of Stop. That's good. You last saw us, I think, in the lounge somewhere, didn't you? What? Louder?
This is the background noise, and they'll never hear you.
So here we are at the Desolation of Stockport 2016 for the launch of issue 3. I'm feeling excited and lively rather than tired and stressed. It's like the culmination of everything. It is wonderful. So I think you last saw us. This might even be a different video now. Who knows? Like the launch video potentially. But you may well have seen us packing some boxes up last Wednesday, I believe. We got all the issues of SBG delivered. On Thursday, so we've now got 400 copies of it. Well, we don't have 400 anymore. Thank you all for your support. And we are now here at the Desolation Stockport. It's Saturday morning. You can see the tournament's in full swing.
Maybe from an entertainment point of view, it might have been worth it.
But of course, as you may know, we're not actually playing in the tournament. We are here hawking our wares, as it were, and showing off issue 3 of SBG. And here is our stand. This, we made 3.
3.
You! Whoever thought that would happen? Amazing! We've got 3 copies. And I know it's a small thing, but somehow having them on recipe book stands makes it all look a bit sexier.
Yeah.
So here is our little stand. We've got our scenario laminated, and of course we have the incredible spread of Dol Guldur that our various contributors have made for us. So we have Barry O'Neill's fantastic Dol Guldur board, which is getting all the wows. That man over there, Mr. Dave Frederick, beautiful necromancer, sculpted by Dave. He thinks it's alright, it looks like a guy selling pet snakes. Everyone else seems to think it's amazing. Comment below. We also have Matt Davies, Generation Shift, whose stand is over there, so if you want some free bases,
And he's over there.
and
I'm
take
zooming.
Has he got him?
No. He's been blocked.
Yeah, he's there somewhere.
Yeah.
Great content. His incredible ring race, which are here. And of course we have Mr. Steve Crow, who I haven't actually seen.
Where the ring race?
They're all over the
There's
place.
one.
There's Dark Marshley. And of course we have Steve Crow, who provided us these wonderful spiders. There's one.
Oh, it's gone dark.
Oh, there's 2 actually. There's a few of those. And did us our beautiful Wounded Gandalf objective marker. So it's the culmination of these 5 incredible hobbyists, 13 months of their time that led to this amazing board. And I think having it set up, we've only ever had it set up once for the battle report, which was 3 months ago, bizarrely.
Yeah.
It's awesome kind of getting it all set up again and looking at it here and realising just how incredibly cool it is. And really making the most of this kind of multi-level approach that Barry built into it to have kind of orc archers sniping. And we're about to start a version of the participation game. I did film a little clip last night of us playing it last night on the Friday, and the victory went to Evil that time, fairly convincingly in the end. So hopefully next run through the White Council will achieve victory. But yeah, so it's cool, it's very exciting. And we're going to film some various bits and bobs over the weekend. The culmination of this 18-month journey you've been with us on. Hey! There's Shadow and Flames, Dave Frederick. How you doing, mate?
Morning.
What are you up to?
I am painting Gundabad Troll,
There he is. There's Stumpy.
young Bradley.
You painted Phil.
It's just
Did you call him Bradley?
no, his name's not Bradley. It's called Bradley.
Painting him up this weekend.
Yeah, hopefully by the end of today it'll be ready.
Whilst you're hawking your wares, Shadow and Flame table. My list of which what we've got some new Shadow and Flame dice. They're quite exciting.
Yeah, they're going well.
New Tree Giants. Here is Teasers
Yeah, lovely.
and Snotty Troll. He's fantastic. Any chance of a Snotty Troll conversion kit?
That would be quite fine to get the snot. You might have to provide your own.
Right, your own snot. Right, excellent. Necky seems to be going down well in the participation game. People are enjoying your work.
Yeah, it's getting pretty crowded over there.
Have you any chance you like your necromancer yet?
It's growing on me a little bit.
It's going on.
Because I won with him last night. So
Yeah, it did. Although Evil did have 12 extra models last time.
we cheated a little bit.
Cool. And over here we have Mr. Matt Davis, him of making the ring race fame.
Is a not so mug review.
Yeah. How is that mug?
It is a little bit squishy.
That was Christian. That's not great. That's not what you want.
Polystyrene mug. It's standard. Yeah, it's all equal.
It's not great though. And he is also hawking his wares with this fantastic range of resin bases. We have the utterly random Forgotten Dungeon, utterly random Raven Outpost,
randomness.
and Broken White Sea, and they do look fabulous. Look at them, you can get all these. And of course the magnificent new oval base from Generation Shift that you can get all your Generation Shift stockists. And over here, it's Mr. David Alexander. What is that?
Oh, I don't know, it's some stupid t-shirt somewhere.
It's the maker of our wonderful t-shirts. That's some top quality Planter.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Over here, also rocking out the Planter t-shirt. Thank you for those, David.
I didn't think somebody else was going to be wearing that. We're going to have to go get changed. It's a disaster.
It's embarrassing.
It is pretty embarrassing. It's
all three of us.
Same outfit.
Me and Tom certainly didn't plan it. And over here, in deeply exciting news, we have the Siege of Dol Guldur once more raging. Let's see if we can get up here. There it is. It's we're on about turn 5. Gandalf's just fallen this time. You can see everyone's getting involved, having a great time. Again, it's not going brilliantly for the White Council this time, unfortunately. But hopefully they'll turn it around. Maybe kill. I think the Evil Force are burning through their will, so maybe maybe the White Council will be able to take out a few raids before the courtyard. We will see.
Cool. And we're back. We're back. We've had one participation game already today. It was mightily close. This time we didn't give the evil side 12 additional models, did we, Damian?
Nope.
What happened there?
What happened there was I got all the models out of your case and I put them on the board. And sadly, 6 of those were the dismount box, and 6 of those were the dismounted. Oh, come on!
Jamie.
Oh, that guy. So yeah, I gave the Evil Force 12 extra models, which might be why they did so well.
Comfortably, yeah. So yeah, in the last round, it finished with the evil side with 5 will remaining, but they did
Damn
take
close.
It. Elrond nearly did it for the good side, but couldn't quite. So we're back again with a different setup.
Yep. Still
cool.
Same SBG Magazine setup we've got going on here. But yeah, we've just jigged everything around.
Salmon and all that.
He's obviously ready to start the next participation game.
Yeah, so we'll be playing this, just me and Damian, and then as people finish their games, they'll come in and start playing.
What you can really see here is how completely different now this board looks to how it was last time, due to the wonderful nature of Barry's terrain. Truly wonderfully multi-level, it's just brilliant. And however tactically foolish it might seem, as you can clearly see, the only thing to do is to cover the walkways with models and try and take it that way.
Yeah.
So is it going alright here?
Yeah, it's been a good day so far. We've had a lot of people come and join in, throw some dice, kill some of our heroes.
White Council still searching for that elusive first victory though.
Yeah, maybe this time.
So here we are at the day 2 of the Death Stock Court with Mr. Barry O'Neill, the creator of Dol Guldur. How you doing, man?
Good.
I don't think we've. You're the only person who hasn't appeared, the only contributor who hasn't appeared in this kind of hobby vlog background thing we've been doing. So I thought I'd grab you. How have you found the reactions to Dol Guldur?
Very impressive. Everybody's been really nice and very, very supportive of it. Really great comments, to be honest.
And how did you find the process of going through it for 13 months?
Slow. Quite slow, but rewarding in the end when you see the finished product. Very rewarding.
Was it more challenging, less challenging, more interesting than you thought it would be?
Definitely more challenging and very interesting. Yeah, very much so. Yeah. Pushing the boundaries of the design brief made it a lot more interesting as well.
In what ways?
Well, the bases were probably not something you were expecting.
The base boards? Yeah, no. I don't know what we were expecting when we first contacted you,
And just as the process went on, it just developed and made it very interesting.
You were saying last night that you were upside down at times, looking underneath staircases with your phone out, painting them. The bits that maybe people have never even seen.
Yeah, pretty much.
That kind of dedication to your craft.
Yeah.
So what's next up, scenery-wise?
It's a good question. I don't really know, if I'm honest. Any number of options.
I heard a rumour from a video that the DCHL might be in touch with you for a Dol Guldur of their very own. Is 5 figures, do you reckon? 5 figures?
6 maybe?
In pounds, of course. Not in dollars. But cool, yeah, well, we just want to catch you and say a huge thank you, because I think it's fair to say issue 3 and everything we did for it would be significantly worse without your fairly epic contribution. So
Very, very well.
thank you very much, sir. See you for issue 4. Okay. And so here we are on day 2 of the Destination Stockport, and the issue SBG issues 3 launch party, and it's a very exciting time. So you saw, I think, a little glimpse of what we were doing yesterday, and we played the participation game twice yesterday. The first one going to Evil, and the second one going to Good. So it currently stands at 2-1 to Evil, and we are in the middle of the 4th game, as you can see at the moment. I have to say, gut feeling is this one looks like it's going a bit towards Evil due to some fairly crazy use of the Good trick by a few of the good players, but we'll have to see how that pans out for them. It's going very well. They've just started the 2nd game of the day, so after this game, I believe, we'll be doing our Q&A panel.
Yes.
So, I don't know if we said this yesterday, but I honestly have no idea how this is going to go. People seem very, very positive about the issue, but hopefully they haven't asked all the questions over the last day or so, and hopefully they'll give the guys a chance to kind of talk about this stuff. So it's very, very cool. Lots of people got the issue. We've got rid of over 50 here, and there were 50 people here. So that means a lot of people got extra copies and that kind of thing. But it seems to be going very, very well, and the reception has been fairly awesome. Yeah, all good. Go.
Hello, and we're back after the Q&A. I don't know whether it will be before or after. But yes, we are back, and we are in our final 4th game of the weekend. And the White Council have just entered the courtyard. All of them for the first time.
Elrond, Saruman, Galadriel, Raddy, and Thranduil.
But there are 8 raids. Kamul has
8 raids.
With might.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them have might. And the Necromancer's got a lot of will. How many will?
They've all got about 10 will. Necky's got 20.
20. Yeah.
Wow.
So where's our money?
It's 5 White Council. You'd probably back the White Council, but you never know.
Because they've all got fortify.
Yeah. But yeah, could go either way. Be nice if the White Council won to give a 2-2 draw, but maybe Evil can take it for the weekend.
Yeah, and if it's a 2-2 draw, of course, we'll have to play another game.
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah. How was the Q&A?
Yeah, it was alright. It was cool. It was nice hearing some of the stuff from the points of views of the contributors. Less nice to hear about what we'd said, because we've said it a few times before.
And we know it.
But hopefully people enjoyed it.
Cool.
You never know. What about you, Mr. Giblin?
I was working during the Q&A. I was using it as a gap filler for me to get some work done. I love SBG.
What about you, Joey?
Love gold.
Love gold.
Love who?
Love gold.
Who?
Gold!
Yeah, there he is.
And let's get back into it.
And there we go. That was the end of our Stockport tournament and the end of our issue 3 experience.
Yeah.
Before we go, you were just mentioning there in that very last clip that the White Council got to the courtyard and we didn't get to actually film anything there to finish off the weekend, as it were. But what happened?
It went really well for the White Council.
No.
The White Council lost, sadly, so we couldn't get a draw out of the weekend. Evil prevailed 3-1.
Indeed.
I seem to remember James Braun doing some horrendous boshing with probably Thranduil and Elrond are the big ones in there against
5
the
of the White
Raids.
Council got to the courtyard. I don't think it ever happened before. It's exactly what you wanted to happen, and alas, they couldn't carry it.
No.
But just as a summary of that, it was a great weekend. It was an absolutely brilliant weekend. Really cool thing to do, I thought.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun being there and launching the magazine with people.
It was odd when the game started. We were just chilling out, playing the participation game just as us two, and then obviously it got more and more crowded as people finished their games, and it was great when there was a big load of people around the table playing in different parts.
Yeah, it was really great. So thanks to James and Jamie for having us for that tournament.
Yes, indeed.
And thanks to everyone who came along to that tournament and picked up their copy of issue 3. So there you go. That's the end of our look behind the scenes. I got to say, from our point of view, we didn't really know how this was going to turn out when we started filming it, but watching it all back tonight in order has been I really liked it.
Yeah.
It's been a really strange and surreal experience.
It's just some of it's so long ago.
I watched 14 months ago it started, didn't it, filming. Very, very, very surreal. But hopefully, I think I hope a lot of it was interesting, but what really interests me is the fact that there's 2 photos in there, the one of Gandalf against the wall and the one of Azog and Bolg on the bridge, that didn't make it into the issue and kind of got pushed back to the next issue, and they're now in the brand new issue 4, and you know that's the sort of thing that does happen periodically.
I think the other thing, it just kind of, like, I don't know, you kind of forget some of the hours you work on it. If you kind of looking back through it, it's like that's an awful lot of hours that have gone into things like the playtesting, which at the time, I don't know, it's spread out over weeks and weeks, so it doesn't feel too much, but it's an awful lot of time that goes into very small pieces of what eventually makes it into the magazine.
And the only thing I was thinking as we watched it back was there's an awful lot that you didn't see.
Yeah.
It seems like we did an awful lot on there, but then you just know there's more and more and more. But there you go, that's our look at the production of issue 3. Please let us know what you thought, because it was something different. Just to put it out there, we haven't done this before. It was kind of a one-off we wanted to go through, and there isn't one of these coming for issue 4. Who knows, we might do one in the future, but it's an awful lot. If you imagine that all told it's just under 3 hours, so it's a lot of footage to kind of collect and keep over the course of at least a year. But we think it was quite a nice thing to do as a sort of one-off. And of course now, what we have, our attention has moved from issue 3 to issue 4. A lot of what we've shown in these videos is also for this, the scenery, the necromancer, the ring wraiths, the spiders, all feature heavily in our brand new issue.
Yes.
Which, as you watch this, as we said, we don't know exactly when these are coming out, but as you watch this, this is either about to be released or has just been released. Yeah. So that means there's a brand new competition in it, which is the competition to win a box of Hunter Orcs and Gandalf. Anyone who picks up a copy of issue 4 over the next 6 months will be entered into a raffle to win that. And
super sneaky competition.
We have an even more genuinely fantastic competition. It's
not helpful because you'll know what this is. It's the printing.
It's the printer's
proof, but
competition's not in there.
The competition's in Latin.
I think it's genuinely the best, as in most worthwhile competition we've ever run for SBG.
Yes.
And the prize for it is
a Freddo. No, it's not a Freddo.
It's a Mahud King on camel.
Brand new in box.
For real. This is not a trick. I don't even believe it. But a real Mahud King, brand new in blister pack, courtesy of Christian Stuart Jensen. Thank you very much, sir. So that's exactly what you think. The rare one that costs about 80 quid now. That is the prize for our competition. And our competition, I think we can say what the competition is. You have to find Throne.
Just find Throne.
It's essentially a Where's Wally. You have to pick up a copy of, but instead of Wally, Throne. You have to pick up a copy of issue 4, and you have to go through it and tell us how many times the Thrain the Broken model.
Is he on the cover?
Oh, I see, because you were just drawing a selection of things that weren't relevant.
Like
this is a spider.
Yeah, it's not Thrain.
How many times Thrain the Broken model appears inside this copy of the magazine?
Well, or outside on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Within the hallowed pages
of
issue 4. It's that simple. You got to count them up and tell us, and you need to email us, and so that you can't just guess a number, you have to email us the page numbers. So if you think he's in there 5 times, you send us an email that says 5, page 4, page 17, page 23, page 34, page 47. That makes sense? I don't know why I'm waiting for an answer. So that's the competition, and then the first person to email us in with the right number and the right page numbers will win the King. So this means that if you're picking this up at Ardacon, you've got a huge advantage. But also, I'm going to go out there and say, I think this is tricky. I think this is a tough competition. And so
just because you get it first doesn't mean you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, done.
It ain't going to be easy.
No.
And I would be surprised if it wasn't still running in a month or 2, frankly. But it's sitting there and it's absolutely real, and you can win the Mahud King, so even more incentive hopefully to pick up the new copy of issue 4.
Yes, indeed.
So we hope you do that. Get in touch with us. If you don't have a clue what we're talking about, you can get in touch with us at SBG Magazine at gmail.com.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I think that's it. For
So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this look down memory lane, and are looking forward to issue 4 and future issues of SBG as much as we are.
Yes, indeed. So don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Support. Oh no!
No.
We didn't mention it. We didn't mention the thing we were going to mention. God, this is going to sound completely out of order now. In the stuff at Stockport, there's talk about a Q&A.
Oh,
we sort of talk about having a Q&A and then how the Q&A went.
Yeah.
And we didn't put it in this video for a couple of reasons. One, a lot of the issues talked about in the Q&A have been covered by these videos, hopefully. Not necessarily in as much detail. And two, the video's already up. And 3, it's long.
Yeah.
The Q&A was about 45 minutes long. So if you're interested in seeing a Q&A with Steve, Ed, Matt, Barry, Dave, myself and Tom about the production of the issue, you can find it on the GBHL podcast channel. If you just search our channel for SBG
Magazine
issue 3 Q&A or something, it's on there, and you can watch that whole thing. There's also a 9-minute video from the tournament of a fly through of Dol Guldur, so you get a really good look at all the models laid out. Really nice fun thing with some music, but again we didn't want to put that in here because of the repetition.
Yes.
So that stuff is available to you.
Yes, indeed. Shall I try again?
Absolutely.
As always, don't forget, guys, to comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Support yourself Hobbit by clicking on the links below.
Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
Support your Hobby.
And happy strategy battle gaming. Issue 4 and issue 3 and backlogs of issues 2 and 1, which I don't have a copy of,
And then another copy of issue 4. No, I don't have them here.
No, this issue, mainly that one.
Boom.